Hey everybody, hey, welcome back to my channel. This is your girl Serene, and I just want to touch on a couple of thoughts I've been having that I'm gonna go ahead and get off my chest with you. And the first one I want to discuss is this seem to be popular thing people do out here as far as on social media is every time we see someone who I'm gonna say have the means to live the lifestyle they want to live, and they post about it. Matter of fact, one of the examples is a recent post I saw with Toya and Rashida on Instagram. From the Rashida is from Love and Hip Hop Atlanta, and Toya is she was part of the Ti and them show. I can't think of the name of it right now. Real sorry. But anyway, I love both of them. I think they're both nice women. But they posted some pictures with they Bentleys they have, which I thought was nice and inspirational and very cute. They were both cute in the picture, but I noticed when I went through the comments, how many people just kept saying they was showing off and they shouldn't be showing off, and this time that everybody in town, the in the time we in basically, because of COVID-19 and people ain't got it, other people ain't got it like that. Why on God's green earth they can't celebrate their blessings because of what somebody else is going through? That makes no sense to me whatsoever, and I don't even understand how it makes sense to you to post that comment on the picture. It's like instead of celebrating each other, we insist on tearing each other down, and quite frankly, it's sad. And not only that, sisters and brothers, those of you that's leaving those comments ain't doing nothing but showing how green them eyes are at what you looking at. Just saying, cause it can't be nothing else outside of jealousy. You cannot sit up and tell someone what they shouldn't celebrate what's happening to them, the blessings that God bestowed on them, because you don't feel you able to do it, so they shouldn't be able to show it or flaunt, or what y'all like to say, flaunt it. They should be able to celebrate themselves however they choose and see fit to. You don't have to follow they pictures if you feel this is what these women or other men, because I've seen it with other people too, not just them, other people too. Another example of something I'm talking about, Cardi B. I believe the post was she was singing and dancing to her WAP song, and when her daughter came in the room, she shut it down because she didn't want her daughter, hearing it, and she don't allow her to listen to that. And I am so confused on exactly why people feel she was wrong for that. Because last time I checked, I never saw any recording of her, or it's not in the song or none of that where she told you that it was okay for your children to listen to WAP. Now, I have a 16-year-old son, and he not really into the female rappers, so as I was never really worried about him listening to WAP. But at the same time, he's 16. Last time I checked, Culture wasn't even 5 years old yet, right? Why in the world would she let her daughter listen to that? Duh. And the thing is, half y'all out here find it so cute and funny when y'all kids can recite these raps that's not even meant for them. So don't be mad at her because whoop, she turns out to be a great mother versus you. I guess I shouldn't say that, but it's the truth. And the thing is, I think that's part of the problem. We need to quit cradling these wrongs as rights, because wrong is wrong and right is right. And the bottom line is, y'all wrong. Y'all need to quit with the judging people on what they choose to do in their lives. Just like you could choose to do whatever you want in your life, same way you choose to do what you want in your life is the same way they get to choose to do what they want in their life. And somebody else's blessings should never amount to it being uh they just showing off. Maybe they are. Maybe that's exactly what they're doing. What's wrong with that? What's wrong with that? I mean, the thing is, if y'all had it, y'all would do it too. And again, that's why I think y'all leave the comments like that about it, is because you can't do it. And it hurts your feelings. Well, it's ridiculous that you feel somebody else can't celebrate their blessings. Again, like I said. Um, and another thing I want to talk about is how I was just discussing the fact that you people I don't think people really understand the definition um, of some of the things they say out here. Um, Because, it's the same with uh, a person that have confidence. Like, I spent a lot of years hiding who I truly am inside, just because when I would show the confidence I have in myself, or even more than just the confidence, I'm confident in myself in everything that I do. And most people feel, well, I'm bragging, when that's not the case. I'm just excited to tell you how excited I am about something I just learned, or I just earned, or I just went through, or what God just blessed me with. And the fact that you want to turn around and make it seem malice when all I'm doing is trying to celebrate myself, is crazy. And it needs to stop. That's why I decided, what, it's been 3 years now. I can't keep living like that. If you want to defend it about what my excitement over whatever accomplishments I make, or my excitement over learning something and sharing with you, and you want to take it as I'm trying to show off or act like I know it all, whatever your little minds come up with. I'm at that point now where I just don't care how you take it. That's between you and yourself. I'm just saying. It's between y'all. It's personal. It ain't got nothing to do with me. But I do feel it's an epidemic on that, and it's annoying to read, watch, and see, and experience, because I've experienced that myself. Seriously. Anywho, moving on. And of course, I cannot end this video without discussing what exactly went down in Capitol Hill yes yesterday evening. And the first thing I want to say about that is, if this is not a true, straight up in your face example of white privilege, I don't know what is. Because I promise you, there is no way in the world any brown skinned folks would have made it past the beginning stairs of that building without being gunned down. On top of the fact, they would have been greeted on the way to the building with tanks, the army, police, all that before they even got to the building. They would have been greeted ahead of time. Once they found out we was coming, they would have been out there prepared. And the crazy part is, we've never, not to my knowledge, have we ever did anything like that. But that is how we're greeted when we decide to protest peacefully, quietly, all of that. But yet, these terrorists, because there is no other words for what they did yesterday. You can, I don't care how Fox News, NBC, or any of these other news people out here want to try to, well, they sugar, well, down it, bring it down. While they sitting on the news all day today, I'm watching them on there. I don't know. Should we call it terrorism? I mean, it was just so disgusting. No, you can call it terrorism. That was terrorism. That was terrorism. That's what that was. They knew what they were doing, when they were doing it, and while they were doing it, and they did it, and y'all allowed it. And I think the only people that's shocked out here today would be white America and those people in the Senate and in chamber, all of them. I believe that probably shook them up a bit there, made them realize some things. I see how many people hurried up and tucked them tails between their legs and ran up off that side of that aisle where Trump was to this other side that he would know. I saw that. And you can't even, yeah, y'all allowed this to get to this point. The fact that this man has been able to do the things that he has been doing with no say so, no type of anybody stepping up saying anything that, hey, this needs to stop. All y'all Republicans, this is who I'm talking to at this point, should have been shut him down on all of this, because this was the only outcome to have. You, but no, y'all didn't, and now we have this. And the few that still call themselves trying to speak on his behalf, just remember, y'all got voted into y'all position too. Like, do y'all forget this? Y'all ain't in these jobs for, this ain't like the Supreme Court. Y'all ain't got these jobs for a lifetime. Y'all get voted in and voted out just like everybody else. It's, I feel y'all really forget this when y'all let things happen like y'all do, or y'all do the things y'all do as if y'all didn't get voted to your jobs, because you did. Yeah. Anywho, I just feel this is a perfect example of why I feel so strongly about the history of our country that has been denied to our children. They have never been taught the true history of this country in school, and that needs to change. We need that to change. I think if we had the true history of this country, of how it was built from ground zero on up, and I'm talking everything, our my people contribution, from the slavery to everything, needs to be put in these history books, um, so we can quit having these same things repeated um, over and over again. And we also need to acknowledge the hate, that the true hate that these people have out here just because of the color of someone's skin. Like, seriously, if that's never going to get addressed, if we're never going to address that, it's going to just keep festering on and on and on, because the thing is, if we never would have elected Obama into office, we would never have Trump into office. They never would have backed Trump into for being president. They backed Trump for being president because of the fact that we elected a black person. And you can go back throughout history and you will see every time African Americans made any type of steps forward in this world, in this country, that's where the rhetoric, the next thing you know, we had a rhetoric of let's make America great again. We have to get our country back in order. It's the same thing over and over and over again. Like, seriously, any progress, this is what we get as the backlash. And this backlash was so bad. It slapped all y'all. White, black, brown, buttercream, caramel. Everybody got slapped with this one. Everybody. Every last single person out here. And the thing is, it's going to keep happening. Because every time we make progress, they get scared. And we back to this, we have to make America great again thing. And the funny thing is, I don't think America have had a time where she was great. She's still a baby. She got so much blood running through her from the Civil War, first from slavery. Well, actually, my bad. First from the Native Americans, then the slaves, then the Civil War. Like, that's just what happened on our soil with us, Americans. And it don't even stop there, because let's not forget, we continued on dealing with my people being attacked and murdered and killed like it was nothing, even up to today, where the police is picking us off one by one, slowly but surely at this point. So it's like, we got to do better out here. We have to. I'm a single mother to a 16-year-old African American boy who is going to grow to be a man, and I feel double scared for him because he's very smart, and then on top of it, he's big and he's dark like his mother, chocolate like me. So he has all these strikes already against him, and I make sure I inform him that alone he has to watch out for. But I don't ever want him to feel like he needs to stifle who he is to make, you know, the other people in this world comfortable with what and who he is. Bump that. Be the king that you are meant to be. But also, watch out. Keep them eyes watching, because, baby, they see you as a threat from birth. So, as sad as it is, you have to have these type of conversations with your kids, especially your African American kids out here, because they have to make it out here, and they have to make it out here in a totally different way than a lot of these other kids of other races have to make it out here. So I want all my parents of African American children to keep that in mind out here when you do have these discussions with your kids, because we can't ignore what's going on at all. Like, I don't even have to tell my, at 16, he stays up on what's going on in our political world, which I'm happy he does, but at the same time, I don't want him to get no anxieties or nothing like that. You know, looking at these grown folks act a fool, which brings me to my next subject, is how is we supposed to have the young America look up to the older America that's supposed to set an example, and this is what they're seeing. We got to think about that too. I think that's why a lot of them getting out here and protesting and standing up for their rights more than before, because I don't think they felt that us adults, was doing enough to fight and stand up for it neither. So, yeah, it's a lot going on already for 2021, and hopefully when we go ahead and swear in our new president, Mr. Joe Biden, hopefully maybe we can have some, just a little breathing room, just a little breath of calm come across us, because right now, I know I'm not the only one feeling anxious and jumpy behind what's going on out here. Period. Cause this is, man, man. I hope what they did yesterday opened the eyes for a lot of people out here that's been walking around acting blinded. Seriously. And I'm talking to my white America who may not necessarily be racist, but know racist and don't say nothing about what they're doing. Speak. It's time to speak up. Sitting by quietly and watching this instead of speaking up on it is just, you might as well go ahead and join in with them. That at this point, that's how I feel about that. Period. But yeah, I will like to say I am proud to see how the youths have come together of all the colors and backgrounds when they do protest. I love the fact that we have more um, of the other races joining us in protests. I like that too, and I think that once the world realized that the more we come together as one, the better our country will. And I think that if we make a lot of changes on how we see each other and deal with disagreements, we'd be better. Because just because you disagree with somebody don't mean it has to turn into a hate thing or a violence thing. And get it together, babies. Get it together. But hopefully y'all understood my thoughts, because I kind of feel like I was a little everywhere. But like I say, I feel a little anxious from watching what the videos of what happened last night, listening to some of the comments, and listening to some of the news cast people, especially ones that still insist on trying to stand behind this fool, because that's what he is. Number 45, honey, straight fool. And can't even come up with the words to defend him because there's no way to defend him. And oh, I would also like to say thank you, Twitter and Facebook, because I would love not to see a tweet or a post from him ever again. I thank you if that's what's going to happen in the end. And even if not, these little, I think it said it was like 12 weeks, or at least to after the inauguration, I think they was banning his profile. Either way, thank you. I would love nothing more but not to hear another single word, honey, from number 45. Okay? I'm okay with that. 100% okay with that. So, yeah, that's it. Those are my thoughts for this week. And I'll see you guys later on through the next video. So, thank you if you made it to the end of my video, and have a good night. Mwah.